Hey guys, welcome back to Brandon and the Fat Man. I want to thank you for joining me. Sorry there hasn't been videos lately. I explained a little bit of that, but some other things have happened. But a lot has gone on, so we have a lot to get to. Let's get right to it.
Ready, guys? Let's do it. Kick line. Kick line. Ready? Okay. 3, 2, 1, go! Hey, 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 hey! Oh gosh! Oh. Hey, hey! That's gonna get you famous.
So, yeah. After I filmed that intro, the next day I was planning on filming this video and then doing the editing and having this stuff out a few days ago, or what I've lost track of all my days at this point, but it was a few days ago, I think, that I shot that video and was planning on doing this. We've had more happen. I don't know, it's been a whirlwind the last several weeks, really. So just been a lot going on. So you guys have personal things that happen in your life, and it keeps you from doing things you want to do. It is what it is. I'm not making excuses. I'm not anything. I'm just telling you why I haven't shot videos in a while. I'm putting it out. I'm behind. I had been pretty consistent about doing a video around once a week, sometimes a little bit more, sometimes a little bit delayed. I don't even know the last video I put out. I'd have to go back and look and check and see. But that being said, you saw a little bit of a funny thing that the girls on a youth trip did. I'm going to show you guys a few videos of some hiking and some a game that we played and stuff like that. Some of the physical activity that I did while I was on the trip. That's something I want to be clear about. As far as my weight loss goes, for the past few weeks with all this stuff going on, I've not done great, but I've not done bad. Okay. I will tell you, I did have COVID. So exercise went out the window for a while, there. But I didn't overeat during that time. And even on my trip out to Smokies, I didn't make the most healthy food choices necessarily, but I also didn't make horrible food choices or bad food choices, or even as bad as I normally would eat before all this started. Even so, I was somewhat careful, and I did do a lot of walking and hiking and stuff like that happened. So that was helpful. And then during this past few weeks, I've not ate horrible, but I've not ate great. And there's not been a whole lot of activity going on physically. I'm feeling physically fine now, and we're going to be doing a whole lot more coming up. But I want to kind of point on that before I'm going to show you guys a little bit of videos, kind of a montage, if you will, just of some different things that I did on the trip. But I want to point out, when you do things like vacations, a lot of times we want to look at it and say, well, I'm just not even going to worry about my diet on my vacation. And if you don't want to, you know what? You don't have to. But I want to say, don't just, well, I'm not going to tell you what to do. How about this? I would suggest that we don't just give up on our diet when we go on vacation or over the holiday season, for Thanksgiving or for Christmas or Hanukkah if you're Jewish or any of these other things. Don't go overboard on this stuff. Enjoy the foods, have a good time, all that stuff. But if when you go overboard and you dive into it, it's really, really, really hard to get back on track. It really is, guys. I promise you that. So stay on track with that stuff. Don't, again, indulge, and get your turkey and your ham and your sweets and stuff like that. Do some of that. Make sure you enjoy. But just don't go hog wild with it, because it really becomes a very difficult thing to come back to. And the other thing I want to talk about before we go into this montage is find one thing, just another suggestion, I should say, find one thing to keep you going. On that trip, yes, again, like I said, I didn't go hog wild with stuff, but I knew I was getting a lot of exercise in by walking a lot, by running around doing stuff. I went swimming. I did some hiking. Did a little bit of somewhat climbing type stuff. We played some very physically active game. You'll see a little bit of that 9 square. So that was the thing I chose to hold on to. And again, I made decent choices, but I also made sure I got that exercise in. Yours doesn't have to be exercise. It could be that you, on vacation, you decide you're not going to exercise as much, but you're not going to overeat. You're not going to whatever. Just make a decision to focus, have one thing that you still kind of keep on track. That will help you stay on track when you get back, or stay on track when the holidays are over, or whatever the case may be. So enjoy this video, and I'll see you in just a minute. So I hope you guys enjoyed that. It was a blast going on that trip and being able to get involved with doing the different type of stuff that we did. And again, I just hope that you remember when you go into different things like that, going on vacation or going on little trips, short trips, or again, coming up. You know, we had Thanksgiving already. I'm sure many of us ate more than we should have. But then you've got Christmas coming up. Just remember, you've got a purpose for doing this. There's a reason you've taken these steps to move forward if you're doing this along with me. There's a reason why you're reaching for these goals. Don't lose track of that. Don't lose sight of that, guys. I love you. God loves you. And we'll see you next time.